Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video here to continue to talk about some remarkable Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut stats. The game is doing remarkably well, and it has officially become the second most played PlayStation title of all time on PC. And I believe as far as non-Helldivers 2, as in delayed release games, number one. This is an incredible statistic. It shows how big this game is, and all of those people that, not just in my comment section, but I point out in my comment section, it was wild to see how many people were talking about it. Kinda goes to show just how big of a release this was. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. Boy, oh boy. I don't know if people should be happy about this news. Obviously, it is going to upset the people that very much hate the PlayStation Network account linking. Look, I don't care about the account linking that much in the context of just Ghost of Tsushima Legends, and if I am thinking about it from my own lens, my own selfish desires out of gaming. Personally, what do I care about? I care about, am I able to play the game? Is it easy for me to play the game? Does it run well? And is there any annoyances attached to it? Well, there's an annoyance of PlayStation Network account linking as far as Ghost of Tsushima Legends goes. I'm not that eager to play Legends again, but I know what that means in the grander totality of PC gaming as well. They get away with something like Legends, they're gonna implement this into future games, and not to mention, a bunch of countries are left out of even buying the game. That, for my own gaming experience, does not matter, but I assess it from the totality of what does this mean for the greater gaming world, and in that case, PlayStation has screwed over quite a lot of people, let's just put it that way. But to go over the stats, Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut has peaked at 77,154 concurrent players. This is, in fact, the most played PlayStation game as far as concurrent player count goes of all time, beating out God of War. God of War peaked at 73,529. Ghost of Tsushima is a $10 more expensive game. It is a new IP from Sucker Punch. I don't know what it is. Can someone give me some clarity as far as why Ghost of Tsushima is bigger than God of War, is bigger than effing Spider-Man? Like, bros, I love Ghost of Tsushima. I think it's tremendous. I think it's one of the best PlayStation games ever released without a shadow of a doubt. But I thought I was kind of on an island on my own with that opinion, because you look at the Metacritic score, it's at like an 83 on Metacritic, which super respectable score all things considered, but it's not like it's this massive, massive game. As far as even critical reception goes, it sold well on PlayStation, but the fact that this game beat out God of War, and Horizon, of course, Last of Us, Days Gone, Spider-Man, which for some reason Spider-Man isn't listed in this PlayStation Studio chart, but Spider-Man peaked at 66,000, and on top of all of that, Ghost of Tsushima is a game that had a 4-year release delay for its PC release counterpart to its PlayStation release. Spider-Man Remastered was close to 4 years as well, if you count the remastered release being fall of 2020. I guess it's 2 years, but you get the idea. Ghost of Tsushima is at a longer window. Really, the shorter ones are like Returnal, which I don't think anybody expected Returnal to really pop off. What did Returnal peak at? Let's find that out. 6,600. Yikes. You know, I liked Returnal, but that's kind of to be expected. Ratchet Rift Apart peaked at 8,700. Horizon Forbidden West did alright. That peaked at 40,462. And Horizon Zero Dawn also did fairly well, peaking at 56,000. Again, God of War peaked at 73,000. But Ghost of Tsushima beating out God of War? What is going on here? Is Ghost of Tsushima this game that resonates with the PC audience more than the PlayStation audience? Because don't get me wrong, the PlayStation audience loved Ghost of Tsushima, but again, I look at the game from a critical reception, I look at the game from the fact that, let's not mention that it's not playable in so many different countries, so this is really a handcuffed concurrent player count. It could have been more. I don't know how much more if you sold the game to all of those regions. Those regions probably, you know, if you really want to play the game, you're probably sailing the high seas rather than using a VPN. But I just find it remarkable that this game beat out God of War. I am honestly a little bit bewildered by it. When I saw it hit number 3 behind God of War as well as Spider-Man, I'm like, boom, home run. You didn't sell this game in a bunch of regions, but now you're telling me the game peaked at 79,000 or 77,000 concurrent players? I cannot even begin to state how big of a home run this is. Again, from a studio like Sucker Punch that isn't revered like an Insomniac or a Sony Santa Monica. And God of War is this IP with so much lineage to it. Spider-Man, obviously Spider-Man is Insomniac's first Spider-Man video game, but it's not like Spider-Man is unknown in the greater gaming world. Ghost of Tsushima, like, it's not like Jin Sakai is a Kratos. It's not like Ghost of Tsushima is this God of War level IP, so I'm just really bewildered. If you guys have any clarity, if you guys have any opinions on why you think this game popped off so much, again, added to the fact that the game wasn't available in so many regions, so would this game have been at 85, 90, 100,000 concurrent players? I don't know, and maybe some people decided not to even check out the game. Now, Ghost of Tsushima, obviously, Nix's Software did a killer job with the port, and I gotta do a lengthier video on Nix's as a whole, because they have to be... I complain all the time about bad PC ports, but when a studio like Nix's exists, I have to be equally as vocal as when there's a studio that is putting other studios, other publishers to absolute shame. Respawn, take notes. Whoever did Callisto Protocol, take notes. Whoever did Forspoken, take notes. Whoever did even the Dead Space remake, take notes. Dead Space remake was mostly good, but man, for Nix's Software's level of consistency, and I think that obviously plays a part to an extent, having a bad PC port, a terrible PC port, is always gonna hurt you. But that doesn't tell the whole story, because Horizon Forbidden West was a great port. God of War was a great port. Spider-Man was done by Nix's, and it was an awesome port. So let's not act like just because Nix's is gaining a lot of steam. It's, for some reason, the PC audience wanted to play Ghost of Tsushima, and what's so interesting to me is that I definitely picked up on this just based on my small comment section. My comment section to the greater PC gaming world does not matter whatsoever. It's a very, very small sample size, but maybe that sample size can be extrapolated to the larger gaming world. But I definitely was like, oh boy, people are wanting Ghost of Tsushima second to only Bloodborne, and I did not think that would be the case. I thought God of War hands down would have been the most wanted game, or Spider-Man even, but no, Ghost of Tsushima, and it'll be interesting how long of a delay Ghost of Tsushima 2 has, or whatever they decide to call the game. Hopefully, it's 2 years like Horizon Forbidden West. I mean, in an ideal world, it would be 6 months. It would be day and date, but, you know, we can't have all the good things we want, so I'll take what I can get. But good to see that this game did knock it out of the park to an extent. It's also kind of a shame that it kind of reinforces to an extent that Sony can do whatever the hell they want, not sell the game in a variety of regions, which is just whack. That's just cutting your legs from underneath you. That's just handicapping the game right out the gate, because there's no argument you can make that not selling the game in certain regions, where now those people are either forced to pirate the game or use VPNs, which most people I don't think are going to go the route of using a VPN to play a game. You're just handicapping your own sales, and maybe Sony's going to figure out a way to alleviate these issues in the future. And also, to reiterate, this is behind Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 peaked at 458,000. Like, we're comparing apples and oranges, talking about Helldivers 2 versus Ghost of Tsushima. You're talking about a game with a 2 or 4-year delayed release, and so on and so forth. Like, it's not the same. If Ghost of Tsushima released day one, like, let's say if Ghost of Tsushima, whatever the sequel is called, came out day one on PC, as it did on PlayStation 5, would not be shocked whatsoever if that game peaked at 350 to 400,000 players. Sony doesn't have that desire to generate that much revenue on PC, just because they still want people invested into the walled garden that is the console market. That's why consoles are so effective. You get this walled garden and you control everything. You collect revenue on game sales. You're selling PlayStation Plus subscriptions. It's just such a powerful machine for them. But, you know, they'll take the additional revenue stream they can have off the PC release, but I don't think day one releases are unfortunately going to happen anytime in the near future. But Ghost of Tsushima knocking it out of the park. In one hand, happy to see the success, happy to see Nix's rewarded, because they continue to be one of my literal favorite studios in all of gaming. For all the BS I've dealt with for damn near a decade, over a decade at this point. Going back to like Assassin's Creed Unity is the one that stands out to me, and that was fall of 2014. We're in May of 2024 now. Fall of 2014 to now, it's just been garbage PC port after garbage PC port, and more often than not, it's a bad PC port rather than a good PC port when it comes to these big games. But Nixes are batting 100 at this point, and they are one of my favorite studios, hands down, in all of gaming, and they should be given a lot of credit. And for all of the trash we throw at the ways of those aforementioned studios, I gotta give credit to Nixes. Maybe that's me giving credit to something that should be very regular. You're selling a $60, $70 product on Steam. You probably should be delivering a high-quality product that at least works, but you know, I digress. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts. And again, if you do want a copy of the game a little bit cheaper, you can get that over at CD Keys. I'll leave a link in the description box below. You can get it for $50, $49 and change instead of the regular $60. Steam Key redeems directly on Steam. So check that out if you're interested. That'll do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. Again, this is an insane stat if you really think about it. But yeah, your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.